Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. And I've done a few things off screen that I'd like to show you about, or show to you. The first is we went and skilled up in lockpicking, and we got the perks Sixth Sense and Master Thief. Sixth Sense gives you a little bit more warning if somebody's about to catch you. And Master Thief, you can unlock easier locks automatically. And then also, we skilled up in stealth. Let's see. And got dog person, which dogs on in people's yards or by their houses won't bark at you or attack you unless you step on them, attack them, or make them feel threatened. And the last one was alchemy. I skilled up alchemy and I'm at routine 2, which I get at level 13, which is what I am. Auto brewing will produce 3 potions for the price of 1. That helps you immensely in saving time and making potions. So we're about to go further into the main quest. This guy right here is the guy that has a letter getting us into the monastery. And I'm going to do the monastery easily and show people an easy way to do it. And, well, it's an easier way of doing it. It's not the most easy way, but
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
You can.
Are you Carl by any chance?
Carl? I am. Why do you ask?
I've heard that you're bound for the monastery.
Yes, it's true. But I've convinced my faithful guardian, Manfred, to give me a few more days of freedom. Mind you, he won't let me visit the brothel, so instead I'm devoting those days to the demon drink. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Just who in the hell do you think you are?
Jacob McCandles.
Oh, I thought you were dead, Mr. McCandles.
Not hardly.
My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you, Henry.
What if I entered the monastery instead of you?
I would give you your weight in gold, if I had any. But Manfred there, my guardian angel and caretaker, has all the coin, and he never takes so much as a single step away from me. If you help me get rid of him...
He's been listening to us the entire time.
So what? Listen, friend, let's raise a glass. Manfred here's a sleepy old goat. We can talk once he dozes off. Please, get rid of him for me, any way you can. Good luck, man.
He's listening to us the whole time. I like it how it notices that. You know, sometimes you'll be talking to somebody and somebody will be right next to you and you're thinking, how do they not hear us
Got it
talking?
for you right here.
But this time they actually acknowledge that the person we shouldn't be allowed to listen to us is right here and listening to us. So let's talk.
God save you. What can I do for you?
You're Manfred, the young lord's guardian?
Indeed I am. Why?
You must have a mighty thirst. Waiting here with him for days, just watching him get drunk, and not having a sip yourself.
There's no doubt I'd enjoy a drink. Heaven knows I deserve it. But if I dull my senses in the slightest, that rogue will surely get up to mischief.
So let's drink together. And if you start to feel unwell, I'll keep an eye on him. Like you said, you deserve some fun.
I can see you're a reliable lad. So what shall we have to drink? And while we're at it, why not have a little game? God be with you.
I can tell Manfred's not as smart as he should be. I don't know if I want to do Holy Trinity. I don't know what that does.
So, bring it on.
Let's see if we can't beat him. Ooh. That's not bad.
One beer.
This'll be the one.
Yeah.
That's all.
That was some very poor dice throwing there, pal. Look at that. We did it again. And an extra one to add to it.
We'll see.
Here you are. Good help.
He's doing horrible.
Pull me an ale.
Oh, no!
Yeah. He's horrible at this.
I'll be back in 2 shakes.
Oh no.
Ale, as usual.
Let's just get a little closer there. That wasn't a very good brown, but he's doing so horribly.
Over here. Beer.
Hey, I'm dying of thirst here.
That's it.
I'd like a beer.
Now I'm for the chop.
Yeah, you're rolling pretty horribly.
Got it for you right here.
I believe that's it.
Damn. I've had enough.
And you said you wouldn't drink today.
Silence! I'm going to sleep. Here's a few coins. Have fun. Tomorrow, we're going to the monastery. Is that clear?
Couldn't you give me more? This isn't even enough for a toothless whore.
It's enough for beer. Good night.
That's all right, Carl. You're about to have...
Christ. I'll have to get my own ale.
All right.
Manfred's taken care of, just as you wanted.
Thank God. He won't let me out of his sight for a second, and he's itching to get me in the monastery so he can head back home.
Why are you being sent to the monastery?
Like every lusty young lad, I'm fond of fair maidens, but I got too fond of one, and let's just say she was, indisposed for 9 months.
Mike, I just want you to know that I'm pregnant.
But they don't send you to the monastery for that.
They do, when it's the daughter of the lord of your fief.
Shit.
Holy shit! There were blanks in that gun. I didn't even point the gun at him. Holy shit! There were blanks in that gun. Maybe he had a heart attack. Holy shit!
Shit is putting it mildly. The Lord of Bookover was less than pleased. He knows he'll never marry off his daughter now, so he gave father a choice. Either pay him 1,000 groschen in compensation, along with my balls on a silver platter, or pay 1,000 groschen and put me away somewhere no one will ever see me again.
What if I entered the monastery instead of you?
What? Voluntarily? You don't look like someone who'd want to spend the rest of his days on his knees praying. Well, that's your problem. You can only enter the monastery if you know how to read and write, and if you have a special writ from the abbot. That's a letter confirming they know who you are and that they've accepted you.
So you give me your writ? I'll just tell them I'm you.
Manfred has the writ. You'd have to take it from him, but he only puts it down when he sleeps.
So I'll steal it and then you can disappear.
Disappear? Bare-arsed? What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work, I have no money, and that old bastard's even taken my cloak. He has me in the palm of his hand.
But there are poor people everywhere and they get by somehow.
If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one hand and the monastic life on the other, I'm afraid the monastery wins. If I could only steal that old man's pouch, I'd be gone faster than lightning and no one would ever see me again.
All right.
That's all then.
So we know what to do. We have to go steal the writ from Manfred. And since he's drunk, it shouldn't be too hard.
Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to penetrate the highly secured archive inside the Kremlin and retrieve Kobolt's file before he can destroy it.
Okay, we've knocked him out. We got that. We've got that. Ooh. We'll just wear his clothes when we go into the monastery, because we're gonna pretty much lose those clothes. Well, I'm sure we can get them back somehow, but
I've got what you need.
Excellent. Give me the purse. You can do as you like with the ring.
I'm honorable, so I'm gonna give him the entire contents.
Here you are.
Good luck, no matter what you plan on doing with those monks. Best be on your way now before Manfred finds out that he's been robbed.
And what are you going to do?
Get my things together and disappear. I want to be as far away as possible before that old man even knows I'm gone. God be with you.
Alright,
There.
so we gotta...
Satisfied?
I don't know how much time we have, but that guy's drunk, so...
Yeah.
Probably a pretty good amount of time. So what we're gonna do... We're gonna come down here. I'm gonna dismount. Now that's not what I want. So... And then we're gonna put on that guy's clothes. That's hilarious. I mean, all of this stuff is gonna be taken from us. So we're going to put it all on our horse. Not gonna... Oh. Now let's see what if he can. Yeah. That's good enough. Alright, so we are definitely going to go in. We're dressed like that. Oh. It'd help. Take one of those. I don't know. All right. So I'm going to do this monastery quest pretty easily. Most people I've talked to or watched say they don't like this quest or like this quest line. Some people do, but not a lot. The majority of people do not like it. So I'm going to do it pretty easily.
I'm Carl. I'm supposed to enter as a novice.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian? It's been so hectic lately, people will keep turning up out of the blue.
You're late.
He gave me the papers and left me at the gate. You must be used to that, though. I'm not the first novice here, am I?
But that wasn't very considerate of him, was it? It's been so hectic here lately, novices arriving one after the other. The last one didn't even have a letter, and you'd think his backside was on fire, the way he kept looking over his shoulder.
You took him without the letter? You didn't find that suspicious?
My guess is he wanted to hide from someone. But he's a priest and knows how things work in the monastery. So there was nothing to prevent him from being accepted, at least temporarily. You're a different case, though. Are you able to read?
You read nice.
Thank you. You lie nice.
Naturally. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
So then, are you ready to enter the Order of Saint Benedict and renounce forever the temptations of this world?
I am.
Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or donate them to the monastery. You may not enter this place burdened by worldly goods. Inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monk's robes. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while I go and see the prior to arrange matters for your acceptance. May the Lord watch over.
All right. So we go in here. We use this, which means
strange feeling being without all of that.
We get rid of all our clothes and put on a
much I've grown used to it.
Monk's habit.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You gonna be wearing the puffy shirt at the concert?
Look, it's not my shirt.
Whose shirt is it?
What's the difference? I agreed to wear it. It's a puffy shirt. I feel ridiculous in it. And I think it's the stupidest shirt I've ever seen, to be perfectly honest with you.
You bastard!
Did you hear that?
That I heard.
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
No, I won't. But you don't know that. I'd have to say the artwork's pretty good. They did a good job of this monastery. I don't understand why some of them don't have their head shaved.
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum, et vivam. Et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum in loquium tuum vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione me.
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor, and wear it with honor. Welcome, brother.
Thank you for the very warm welcome.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here? Was it your choice? Or did someone force you to come?
I'm being punished. If it were up to me, I'd still be spending my days in taverns and my nights with whores.
I don't envy you. Unfortunately, you're here for the rest of your life.
Let's go then.
Yeah.
Good. But before we do, here's a letter directly from the prior telling you all your regular duties from tomorrow onwards. Make sure to read it this evening, so you know how things work. Right, we can go now. Follow me closely. I'll explain everything as we go.
Alright.
Remember one word.
First thing we want to do is there a lockpick right here.
You serve the Lord now, not your own bodily needs.
Oh man, I'm going to miss the Rate tournament. Oh well.
Peace be with you, brother. This is the way to the dormitory, where we all sleep. You'll find a free bed there, which is now yours. Do you know the first thing the monastery taught me? To appreciate sleep. We rise before dawn every day. Takes a bit of getting used to. This is the garden, a place for silent contemplation and meditation. Centuries ago, this monastery was founded by the most esteemed of brothers, Saint Procopius. His earthly remains can be found in a cave under the monastery, and his spirit wanders the corridors at night, punishing any misbehaving novices. So beware. Here are the frattery and scriptorium, together with the library. These are the places where we work. Ora et labora. Pray and work. As a novice, you must always listen to your superior brethren. And above us monks are the prior and the circators, who punish every infraction. You'll know them by the canes they carry. Do what they say. This is the refectory, where we come together to eat. During meals, you must be silent. Only one brother reads aloud from the Rule of Saint Benedict.
The Rule is the only law we recognize, with the exception of those from God himself. If you break any of its precepts, a swift punishment. But I've already told you about the circuitous. The library, the pride of our monastery, a trove of learning. We don't just read books here, we also copy them. You, too, will learn how.
And that's all. Today you are still free from duty, but tomorrow you begin work like the others. If you need anything, ask any of the brothers. We'll be glad to help you. And I recommend you get to know the other novices. You already know me. Then there is Siskin, Yodok, and Lucas.
Thanks for showing me around. There's a lot to learn here.
Okay, so This is a quick way. There are several quests you can do in the monastery, but I'm not going to do them because it's kind of tedious, and I don't think, from the majority of people I've seen that say they don't like the monastery, I'm not going to do all of them. But I am, and I know who Pius actually is.
I need to make a confession.
I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done. It's probably nothing to worry about.
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief. He had a hand in burning down the Neuhof stud.
You don't say. And who are you to take such an interest?
That's not important.
Why are you telling me this anyway? What do you want from me?
Perhaps you could help me find him?
The missing thief? If I knew anything, I'd tell you, but I suppose it must be one of the novices. I've only recently heard about the Neuhof incident, and all the other brethren have been here much longer than that.
I know. Aside from me, there are only 4 novices, but still, I don't know which one he could be.
3? Please, leave me out of it. And you're right that it could be any one of them.
Hey, what's going on over there?
I didn't do it. Nobody saw me do it. There's no way they can prove anything.
No one knows anything about Lukas. Siskin might be a lot of things, but a monk isn't one of them. And Yodok is a slimy worm. It wouldn't surprise me if he was behind that massacre. Actually, the more I think about it, the less I like that Yodok. He's a treacherous rat who'd do anything to get in someone's good books. The thought of Yodok at Neuhof sends chills up my spine.
I don't think it was him. But please, don't tell a soul what we've been talking about.
Don't fret, my friend. Your secrets are locked inside my lips.
I know you're Pius. The man I've been looking for.
So you're finally sure? Tell me, Gregor, or Karl, or whatever your true name is. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. I'm not sure what I should do.
Well, at least you're prepared to think and not just play bloodhound for a pack of nobodies. And I'm glad you have your doubts.
I don't want to be like the people I'm looking for. If I have to kill, it should be for a reason, not because I enjoy it.
You know, we're both pawns in someone else's game. They have plans for us. But we don't have to let them use us. We can just forget all about it and go our own way. I was a bandit, and I was at Neuhof. I've robbed and stolen, but I swear to God I've never in my life slain innocent people. What I saw at Neuhof made me realize my life was worth shit, but I still had a chance to change for the better. Here in the monastery I've had plenty of time to think things over, but then you showed up and fucked it all up.
So the evildoer changes his ways and finds God. What exactly are you proposing?
Both of us can leave this place. You can go back to your people, and I can go somewhere where I can live out my life in peace, and no one will try to kill me. If we work together, we can both get what we want.
You're right. But the people who sent me will find out if I don't kill you.
They won't if we're clever about it. No one has to die. Before we make a run for it, we'll make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit, and footprints leading towards the river. No one will bother looking for my body there. There we'll split up. You go for your bounty, and I'll get as far away from here as I can.
Good. Let's do it your way.
Good. I'm glad that despite our initial discord, we could reach an agreement. Here, take something to calm your stomach. Now we'll need the keys to the monastery, and some blood to make the tracks.
Okay. The reason he gave me something to calm my stomach is because this quest was, I think, changed during the development at some point. Because at some point, this guy tries to poison me. And for some reason, that wasn't taken out. Because I've never done the quest where at any point he's poisoned me, but they still have this part in it.
What are you going to do?
I need to get ready for a long journey. Prepare supplies, get some normal clothing somehow, that sort of thing. You can escape in that habit, but I need to vanish as fast as I can.
What do I need the keys to the monastery for?
How else will we get out? This place is practically a prison.
Getting the keys won't be easy.
I know, but Brother Solarius is a reformed thief. I'll bet he still has a few lockpicks lying about. If you know how to use them, they'll be worth finding. Or there's the hard way. Steal the keys from the prior. He carries them with him at all times.
They both sound hard to me. But needs must. And where am I supposed to get my hands on blood in a monastery?
You'll find a parchment in the kitchen with a list of ingredients on it. All the things they're ordering. Add blood for making soup to the list. And when it's delivered the next day, take it before anyone notices it's even come.
Alright, that's everything I need to know. I can get started.
Excellent. Come and see me once you have everything. And try to be as fast as you can. And Gregor, thank you.
Alright. So... in the cloister. Get to know the other novices, go to bed. That's not what I'm supposed to be doing. Vengeance? No, a needle in a haystack. Oh, okay. Kill Antonius. That's an objective. You don't have to kill him. Optional, kill another novice. Optional, get blood. To help Antonius escape, I have to get some blood so we can fake a nice, juicy murder. All I have to do is add the blood to the order in the kitchen for supplies and wait till they arrive in the morning. So, I'm just... right now, I have pretty much my free reign until the next day. Nobody's in here. Okay. There are some keys in here somewhere. And I forget where. And if I get caught, I do have a lockpick. Maybe it's in the next room. I do have a lockpick, but I only have one. Monastery key. There we go. So... I just need to pick up the blood in the morning, and then everything will be golden. Oh, there's somebody. That's one of the circadors.
Servus.
Yeah, whatever.
Peace be with you, brother.
And with you, brother.
It looks like I found a little monastic treasure trove. I
Servus.
wonder who stashed that here.
I'm not going to find out who the stash belongs to. Pretty sure it belongs to Antonius. So let's sleep. Get up in the morning. Alright, let's we've been sleeping enough. So we'll waste some time and then we'll go to our duties in the kitchen and I'm not going to be participating in the Rate tournament, unfortunately. But it's okay. We have more important things to do. Okay, so you have to be up by 4. I think one thing that really trips people up with this quest or this quest line is that when you're in a monastery and you're one of the monks or novices, it's very structured, and if you aren't in the place you're supposed to be, they're gonna say something, and you'll get in trouble. So what you have to do is kind of do things in between times. So right now,
What the fuck is that?
people should be starting to get up any moment now. Unless I'm supposed to already be... Nope. That's right, they still have my objective here as my bed.
Peace be with you, brother.
Yeah, here they go. Go to the church for prayer and mass. So we could just... You don't want to skip time too much, because you'll get caught, and you'll get, you know, you'll have people catch you and say, where have you been, and what are you doing? Why did you miss such and such? So this should be, they should be... And we'll pick up the blood while we're having breakfast. They should be moving any moment now. There we go.
Peace be with you, brother.
Let us do what the prophet says. I said, I will guard my way.
Got the blood.
Good speech. So much the more ought the punishment of sin make us avoid evil words. Therefore,
I have everything we need. I should go back to see Antonius.
it's written,
He'll be coming.
in much speaking you will not escape sin. And in another place, death and life are in the power of the tongue. For speaking and teaching belong to the master. The disciples' part is to be silent and to listen.
And for that reason, if anything has to be asked of the superior, it should be asked with all the humility and submission.
Prison Mike, what was the food like in prison?
Gruel. Sandwiches. Gruel omelets. Nothing but gruel. Plus, you can eat your own hair.
Wow. Prison sounds horrible.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Andy. Thanks.
Inspired by reverence. But as for coarse jests and
Looks
idle
like I have a
words
hole in
or
my
words that
spoon.
move to laughter, these we
Alright,
condemn
that's
everywhere
enough.
with a perpetual ban. And for such conversation we do not permit a disciple to open his mouth. The rule of Saint Benedict. Readings on the abbot. Therefore, when anyone receives the name of abbot, he ought to govern his disciples with a twofold teaching. That is to say, he should show them all
What
that
is
is
it, brother?
good and holy, by his deeds even more than by his words.
I have everything we need for the
Expounding
escape.
Lord's commandments
Excellent.
in words to the
Straight after
intelligent
Vespers, we'll
among
meet in the
his
dormitory.
disciples. But
We'll have to get it all
demonstrating
done before the
divine
monks have finished
precepts
dinner.
by his actions
What exactly
for
is your
those of
plan?
harder hearts
And why can't we do
ruder
it at night?
minds.
We're going to
The
prepare a
abbot
little
should
riddle
always
they'll
remember
never
what
solve.
he is and what he
And
is
why at
called,
mealtime?
and should know that
Because we need the
whom
dormitory
more
as
is
well as the
committed.
church to be empty.
From him,
Then at
more
night
is
we'll escape.
required. Let
Do you
him
follow?
make no
Take everything
distinction
with
of
you, and
persons
don't
in
forget
the
the
monastery.
keys.
Good.
Let him not love
Once
one
evening
more
mass
than another,
ends, I'll be in the
unless
dormitory.
it be one whom he
Has it occurred to you that you're going to alert every goon in the country? Anybody that can carry a pitchfork is going to be out looking for you? Why, they're going to swoop down and scoop you up so fast it'd make your head swim.
finds better in good
All right.
works or in obedience. And let him not shut his eyes to the faults of offenders, but, since he has the authority, let him cut out those faults by the roots as soon. Fool is not corrected with words. And again,
Right after evening mass,
beat
meet
your
with Pius
son
in
with
the
the rod,
dormitory.
and you will deliver
Dormitory.
his soul from death.
Yep. Go to work in the frattery.
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know. I saw you at the ceremony. My name is Nebulus, and I'm the provost here. I'm in charge of the monastery's property, as well as handling trade with the outside world.
That means you get to leave the monastery?
No, not at all. I just write lists and send them out.
I'm here to work.
Excellent. I've been waiting for you. There's the alchemist's laboratory. You'll find ingredients in the chests next to it. Concoct 2 buck's blood potions. Once you finish them, you'll find me somewhere nearby. Don't forget to let me know when you're done so I can check them.
I've never done Buck's Blood. But I've never screwed this up, but if you screw it up, I'm sure you lose reputation or something, but nothing else happens to you. Because I screw up the transcribing. Here we go.
Wow, this is a good look for you.
Prepare it. Everything's prepared, and it said use oleum, so oil. Now let's see what we do. Grind the wort. Drop the wort in the comfrey into the cauldron and boil for 1 turn. Okay. Grind the wort. I don't usually show the alchemy stuff, but I only have to do this one time, so put that in there. And it said comfrey. Drop. Boil 1 turn. This to me is one turn. I've seen other people say one turn is 2 of these, but I've always used one turn is one turn of the sand glass, and that's always worked for me. Why make things more difficult? Alright, and to the column, boil for one turn. Leave to cool. Add the dandelions, but do not boil. So add dandelion. And then we just finish it. And that is how you brew buck's blood. So we'll give this to him.
What is it, brother?
I finished my work.
Show me what you've made. Spectacular, Gregor. You've found your talent. Soon enough, you'll be teaching the other novices.
The student has become the master.
Alright, so now I'm free, basically. I can't leave here, but I'm free until 12. And then at 12 I have to go to the library and do some transcribing, or whatever they call it. Copying over of texts. So it's 11:51. There's some interesting questions in the monastery. It's just that, like I said, most people don't really like the monastery because you have to be in certain places at certain times, and they'll mess it up, which I've done before too. It's easy to mess things up, and then you get in trouble, and then sometimes you get put in solitary confinement, and sometimes they say things like, oh, well, we want to investigate you and find out more about you, and then they get your dad, Carl's dad really, to come pick you up. And of course, as soon as Carl's dad shows up, he says, that's not my son.
God be with you.
Ah, Gregor, talk to me.
I'm here to work.
Good. This is most likely the first time you've ever done this in your life. But it's easier than you think. Just a bit of practice and learning Latin. Here's the original, and here are the blank parchments on which you'll copy what you read in the original. Is that clear? Then you may begin, and try not to make a mess of it.
Okay. Now this part is kind of hard. I don't know. You're supposed to figure out what this over here, what the book says of these three, and I always seem to get it wrong. It looks like no. I bet it's not Nonum. I'm just gonna do it. It doesn't look like Etis. I'm just gonna skip this. Watch.
Good work. I can see you have talent.
Wow. I usually don't do well on those. Anyway. So I think we wait until 4 o'clock. These guys will all start going down. Yep. Well, I'm gonna finish the episode right here, and we'll finish up finish this up next time. We don't really have time to do everything we need to do. Go to the church for prayer and mass. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Please like and subscribe if you have a mind to. If you want to get this, get more videos of this and get this out into the YouTube algorithms. But anyway, thank you very much. I will see you next time.